Star Wars is in a very weird place right now for me, because after Andor, I'm preparing to rewatch Rogue One, and also I am waiting with bated breath for the re-release of A New Hope, which is the first time the theatrical cut will be screened, like, across the world, for the first time since probably the 80s. Thankfully, the whole thing basically leaked, like clips and photos and whatnot, not the full movie itself, and a good amount of technical information on it too, so we at least know enough about it, and it looks great. It looks really great, thank God. If you want to know, just look it up. Like, it's very easy to find photos of it floating around online. Hell, I've even made a post about it on Blue Sky, and it's probably the first time I'm actually excited to see a Star Wars movie in theaters since 2017. And the weird thing is, Last Jedi really sits in an awkward place for me, because I hate it less than Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. Rise of Skywalker, I think, is irredeemable dog shit. It is the worst of the franchise. And Force Awakens is just a New Hope, but worse in every possible way. Like, it's just a shameless retread of A New Hope. Without Last Jedi, I wouldn't have gotten to the expanded universe. So I kind of have that weird relationship with it, that without it, I wouldn't have, experienced much better stories, such as the original Thrawn trilogy, the X-Wing books, and so forth. And before you ask, no, this will not be a video on me shitting on people who like the sequels. For fuck's sake, have you seen some of the movies I watch? Like, there are some, like, I like some movies that are considered bad by critics. Like, I am not one to talk. But yeah, in terms of expanded universe, I'm currently reading X-Wing Book 4. Really good so far. I'm about 5 chapters in. I just finished up the 3rd book. And oh boy, the 3rd book does end rather epically, with the Lusagia, I think that's what it's called, lifting off from Coruscant, and oh, I am so excited to read this one, like, to finish it. I haven't read it since high school, so yeah, I hope it's as good as I remember. But then again, it's Michael A. Stackpole. The guy rarely disappoints. Like, he's very good writer. Like, very consistent, too. Unfortunately, I'm no Crimson Rogue. I really can't go into detail about what makes these books good and whatnot. It's more just personal opinion than anything else. But the ones I really like, say the original Thrawn trilogy, Shadows of the Empire, Choices of One, I didn't mind Splinter of the Mind's Eye, Dark Lord, The Rise of Darth Vader, the Medstar duology, Darth Maul Shadowhunter, Cloak of Deception, and Darksaber. I am twisting myself just to look at some of these book titles. Vector Prime, Darktide 1, Darktide 2, am I missing one? Oh, the original trilogy novelizations, The Approaching Storm. Yeah, I would recommend those. I would most certainly recommend those. There's some good Star Wars stories in there, for sure. Like, if you want good Star Wars, those, yeah, you can't go wrong with those. Those are actually pretty good. If there is one book I fear, though, I have a unread copy of Children of the Jedi on my shelf, and I have still yet to grab a copy of The Crystal Star. Those 2 books I fear from word of mouth alone, but I will not, like, talk shit about them unless I read them, but I still fear them regardless. I actually enjoyed the Medstar duology more than I thought I was going to. I don't want to spoil it, but it's basically Star Wars meets MASH in all the best ways possible. It is both funny, but also emotionally gut-wrenching. It's kind of like their work on Death Star, both Steve Perry and the late Michael Rivas, may he rest in peace. You might know Michael Rivas and Steve Perry from Batman the Animated Series, or also Gargoyles, which, honestly, I kind of wish they wrote a book about Gargoyles, either one of them. That would have been neat. It's been a hot minute since I read Death Star, but it is, okay, it is a really good companion piece to A New Hope. Like, if you're into the Legends continuity at all, I recommend reading Death Star along with watching A New Hope, because it does the thing where it provides multiple angles of, like, events in the film, and it's like, oh, okay, that's cool. And I really like what they did there. I'm not going to spoil it because, A, I would rather you go out and either listen to the audiobook or read the book yourself. But if you are going to start anywhere, and yeah, you can start anywhere you want. You don't have to listen to me if you don't want. Like, you could start, like, the tail end of the New Jedi Order and be confused to your heart's content. I genuinely would recommend starting with either the X-Wing books or the original Thrawn trilogy. You don't need either or to understand the other. But the X-Wing trilogy, the X-Wing books by Michael A. Stackpole and Aaron Alston, do take place before the Thrawn trilogy, for the most part. So you can do that and then read the Thrawn trilogy. Or you can do it any which way you want. I'm not in charge of your life. Before I leave you all and let you go about your day, I'm gonna give my opinions on the other two trilogies in the Star Wars saga. There is let's start with the prequel trilogy first. Phantom Menace, I think, could use some tweaks in the editing at most to at least liven up the pace. Attack of the Clones needs a fucking rework from the script, like, from the bottom up. Like, that film needs some heavy rework. I'm sorry, that film drags, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of Attack of the Clones. Revenge of the Sith, for the most part, it is very solid. Leave it as is. Honestly, there's not much wrong with it that I can think of. Like, it's not perfect by any means, but it's the best of the three by far. It's got a good pace. Ian McDiarmid is just being Ian McDiarmid, which honestly is a win in and of itself. The original trilogy for me is weird because all of the films have some things really going for them. Even the weakest, Return of the Jedi, has some of the best emotional moments in the franchise, and it's like that kind of lifts it up even when it's at its weaker points, and it's nowhere near as weak as, say, Attack of the Clones. Like, it's very above Attack of the Clones in that regard. Empire Strikes Back is a goddamn masterpiece. Like, honestly, there is nothing I can say about that. And A New Hope is the film that started it all, and it is a very tightly done movie. Honestly, everything that's been said about it has been said about it. I'd just be repeating all that nonsense. But yeah, that's basically it. Not much really informative. Like, I honestly don't have much to say. Like, I'd just be repeating what other people would say, and I'd rather not repeat what other people say. I hope you got some enjoyment out of that. This has been Lucky Kennedy. I hope y'all enjoyed it. For some reason, I don't know why you would enjoy it. I just wanted to talk about Star Wars for an extended period of time, and honestly, I don't think I did that great of a job. I hope you have a nice day. Peace out.